Contrarians, welcome back to the Encrypted Capital Recap for Wednesday, July 28th. First off, XRP up 11%. Absolutely epic. Actually got as high as 75 cents, all the way up from 51 cents. We were talking about that. The reason for this is because XRP, Ripple, they released some news, positive news about what they're doing over in Japan. The bullish boost came over a partnership between Japan's largest money transfer provider, SBI Remit, and Philippines-based mobile payment service, Coins.ph. And we all know SBI is one of the largest investors in the company Ripple. They actually own a percentage of it. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but they are involved. They got mad skin in the game, and they just released this news at around 2 a.m. U.S. time. 2 a.m. I think it was Eastern time. So this came out overnight. We had a nice pop from it. And let's not forget, we talked about this in our newsletter back on July 22nd, 6 days ago. We told you guys in our XRP trade update, we have added to our XRP positions, anticipating a breakout at 60 cents, which should move us north to 70 to 80 cents and potentially higher, depending on the news coming out on July 27th with the Hinman deposition. We are looking for that news to get front ran and priced into the market ahead of what should be very positive news for Ripple and the XRP price. And sure enough, we hit that double bottom, and now we are on our way up to hopefully $1. We'll see how that plays out. But awesome news from Ripple, and that Hinman stuff should get released sometime in the next couple days, I'm assuming, if not next week. Also, we've seen the narrative shift for Bitcoin. Now Yahoo Finance is coming out saying Bitcoin in longest winning streak in 2021 as crypto rebounds, when last week the narrative was the exact opposite, that Grayscale unlocking that 16,000 Bitcoins was going to be negative and bearish for the market. We also put that out at our newsletter saying we viewed that as positive. So you guys should definitely sign up for the newsletter. You literally have nothing to lose. We have a free version and a paid version. If you want the good stuff and all those gems, sign up for the paid version. We do deep dives. We also do sleeper projects, as well as trade updates, overall market sentiment, and our current positions, as well as exit strategies. What else we got here? This itch bay, Senator Elizabeth Warren, told that CNBC that she's skeptical Bitcoin will prove to be a reliable hedge against inflation over time. She says, look at what's happened in the high volatility in the price of these things. And she says the idea that somehow they're a protection or a hedge, I don't think that's going to be borne out over time. And she also said that many crypto bulls see Bitcoin as a durable, long-term store of value that can counteract what they feel is irresponsible government spending. No shit. That's exactly why we are invested in cryptocurrencies. Not so much as big a fan of Bitcoin, but the numbers are undeniable. Let's take a look at this chart. The investment of the decade, Bitcoin versus the world's megacorps. So, your initial investment of $100 back as far as 2009 would have netted you a cool $9.2 million in Bitcoin. And the closest competitor we have, Amazon, in second at a measly 3.3K. Enough said. It is a hedge against inflation. The average return on Bitcoin is 200% year over year. And I also found something hilarious while I was searching for these charts. I think I figured out how John McAfee died. If we all remember, he predicted Bitcoin at 500 grand by the end of 2020. And he used that model, and he now predicted Bitcoin at $1 million by the end of 2020. And he said he will still eat his dick if he is wrong. Well, that could be what happened. Maybe he ate his dick and he died. Next up, the purchasing power of the dollar, going back to Warren's comment. Look at how much $100 was worth at 1900, and that same $100 in 2020 worth a measly $3.06. Maybe Warren needs to get her head out of her ass and actually do some research, or she's just a shill for the central banks. One or the other. Most likely the latter. She also said on Tuesday, when she sent a letter to Yellen asking for greater regulation on the crypto industry, she said, instead of leaving our financial system at the whims of giant banks, Crypto puts the system at the whims of some shadowy, faceless group of super coders and miners, which doesn't sound better to me. And this is why you cannot trust these bullshit politicians and anything that they say, because all this news is coming out last week, and then look what she just dropped today, when yesterday she was talking all that shit. She now says, literally 2 hours ago, digital currency may be an answer to help the unbanked. Wow. Like, if there was ever any flip-flopping going on, I mean, this is absolutely insane, in my opinion. She appears to have softened her stance on the crypto industry in recent remarks. So now she says digital currency can help the unbanked, and yet all her little cohorts the other day were saying that the U.S. Senate and banking community put crypto on trial literally yesterday and said that it needs tighter regulation. And she says, cryptocurrencies, what are they good for? With the resounding nothing. Do you see how they deter and attract people from investing in these markets? These guys cannot be trusted. You guys need to find suppressed assets. We talk about this all the time. Itchbays like Warren and her little cohorts are all in it to take your money. Period. Then we also have UBS now. They've come out and said that they are offering prime brokerage services for crypto ETPs to European hedge funds, says sources. The Swiss bank is operating a pilot program with plans to possibly launch a wider rollout to clients in a few months, one source said. So if they're operating a pilot program right now, that means that it's definitely been going on for, I'd say, more than maybe a month or two, or maybe more, right? I think that would be safe to assume. But then you also have UBS saying, what was it, on July 6th, earlier this month, UBS says regulatory crackdown could pop bubble-like crypto markets in a report. And then you also had Hammers saying that it's an untested asset class and he isn't worried about missing out on clients. And then they read it in the papers, but they also see the volatility. So honestly, we advise with caution and we don't offer it actively. We feel the crypto itself is still an untested asset category. And then when they're questioned about their flip-flopping, they declined to comment. It says, obviously, these concerns have prevented some UBS clients from wanting to get in on the action or deterred UBS from considering obliging them. So they're actually calling it out in this CoinDesk article stating, like, which is it? And they are declining to comment. It's all a dog and pony show. Crypto is not going anywhere. It's here to stay. Judging from the previous bull runs that we have seen, Bitcoin will still go higher. I don't know how much higher, maybe just a little bit higher than 64K. I have no idea. But the altcoins have yet to make their massive parabolic moves. So either the crypto market is going to crash and no altcoins or hardly any altcoins take off this cycle, which has never happened in history, or altcoin cycle is about to get started up. And we all know that XRP has been lagging compared to most other alts. And we do know in the last bull cycle that XRP was the last one to pop off, and it popped off the most at an astounding 36,000%. I believe the numbers are correct. I'm somewhere in between the 30 and 36,000. Absolutely epic. So if you guys do your research or you follow this channel, you guys will remain in the know and will not get misled by itchbays like Elizabeth Warren and the people that control the money supply, which are the central bankers and the billionaires and probably trillionaires. Because let's be honest, those very, very wealthy people are not on the Forbes list, right? Right. Next up, Binance cuts withdrawal limits, rolls out tax reporting tool. Binance caving into regulation. The company officially announced Tuesday a major update to its Know Your Customer policies, significantly reducing maximum withdrawal amounts for users who have not completed full identity verification. So if you do not complete the KYC, you will only be able to withdraw 0.06 Bitcoin, which right now is worth roughly $2,400. So $2,400 a day you can do, but if you're not verified, you can't take out those big boy monies. Talking them 100,000s a day, millions a day. You can only take out a measly $2,400, which still not too bad, but It kind of sucks that they are succumbing to regulation. You guys can still use KuCoin, not financial advice. Do your own research, but KYC for KuCoin is basically non-existent. Just need an email or a phone number. What else do we got here? MasterCard chooses 7 crypto startups for Start Path Accelerator. It says MasterCard keeps its focus on the digital asset industry, echoing moves by its main competitor, Visa. So we do know that Visa is in the game, working with Swift and R3. We also are aware that MasterCard is in the game, and they are committed to expanding and accelerating innovation in the digital asset technology and enable more security for cryptocurrency investors. So here's how I see it playing out. Basically, Visa and MasterCard are going to allow transactions to be made with cryptocurrencies. They will be using R3, the core of blockchain, to settle those transactions. They will most likely be issuing Visa and MasterCard debit or credit cards that will allow you to pay with crypto. And all that stuff is going to be settled on the blockchain in tandem with Swift, Corda, R3, and those 9 banks we've been talking about that funded the R3 Corda blockchain. That's how I see all of this playing out. Like I said, we know that Visa is involved. Visa has reported over $1 billion in crypto spending in 2021. Payment giant Visa will continue connecting the crypto economy to its network of networks to support the broader digital transformation of financial services. It's important to note, like Warren said, they want to bank the unbanked by using cryptocurrencies in order to be able to track, trace, control, and tax every single transaction. This is not a joke. You can literally see that's playing out right before your eyes. Banking the unbanked. It's about control. Those who control the money supply control the world. Get that through your head. If you're on this channel, you probably already know that. And last but not least, we got MasterCard R3 to develop cross-border blockchain payments. This isn't even recent news. This was on September 11th of 2019. The big boys, the big credit card companies have been here for a long time. They are all working together with Swift, the 9 banks. They're going to be using XRP as the liquidity token. They're going to be using XDC as a settlement token and a contract token. They will be using Algorand as well as XLM for peer-to-peer payments. So with that being said, if you guys like the content, please drop us a like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, sign up for the newsletter. Literally have nothing to lose. We got the free version and the paid version. We will catch you all in the next video.